Mabuhay mga kikampi. Kung alam nyo or kung hindi nyo pa alam, maraming issue talaga inaabutan ni Nas Daily, isang social media influencer, no? Pag-uusapan natin yung recent trend na nangyayari kung saan may mga nagpa-parody ng mga video ni Nas Daily. At tingnan natin kung bakit sobrang nakakatawa at nakakatuwa. And yeah, sana may matututunan tayo. Sana ganun din. Magugustuhan nyo ito at matatawa din kayo. So good times plus my learning equals fun. Alright, let's go for it mga kakampi.
Mabuhay kayo! Paki-subscribe at sampalin ang kampana.
Alrighty mga kikampi. Hey, kikamping Jerry. So, ngayon ang gusto natin gawin ay mapag-usapan natin or pag-uusapan natin ang issue kay Nas Daily. Pasensya. Purong ads ang nakikita nyo. So, yun mga kikampi. Sana maayos ang mga gabi ninyo ngayon. Yun. So, ano kaya yung issue ngayon kay Nas Daily? Well, alam naman natin ito. Diba, may mga controversies na dinaanan niya dahil sa nangyari kay Whang Od. Marami akong mga video na ginawa ko tungkol sa paksang ito. Tinalakay ko dati, tinalakay ng mga iba. Kung gusto niyong panoorin mamaya, sige, gawin niyo. Pero may isang bagay na gusto kong talakayin natin. Kasi ang isa sa mga bagay na napansin ko ay ganito. Bakit bang mahalaga ang parody? Ano kaya ang parody? Anong ibig sabihin ng parody? Madalas, ito ay isang bagay na nakakatuwa or nakakatawa kung saan pinagtatawanan ng ibang bagay para magsabi ng isang malaking punto. So, that's what we're going to be discussing today, mga kikampi. Papanoorin natin ang ilan sa mga napanood ko sa YouTube, pati ilan na hindi ko pa napanood, where they are, Nas Daily, parodies. So, let's go ahead, mga kikampi. We'll go ahead right here. Bring it up. Pasensya pag live format ganito talaga medyo mabagal. We'll start right here mga kikampi. Kasi ito siguro ang pinakaunang napanood ko. Nakita ni Gail. Sobrang nakakatuwa. So here we go mga kikampi. This is what we'll go with.
Heard it right.
Okay. Ito ba? Okay, cool. Large screen. Let's go. Okay. Ito na mga kikampi. By the way, kung hindi nyo pa ginawa, huwag kalimutan na sampalin ang like at sampalin ang kampana. Ganoon din kung feeling generous kayo, sampalin nyo rin ang share button para maraming makakapanood sa mga ganitong video. Pinag-iisipan kong ng malalim ang mga ganito at yeah, para siguro sulit din yung kapalit sa mga pinaghihirapan kong iniisip, sa panonood lang. Okay, here we go mga kakampi. Panoorin natin ang pinakaunang parody.
Hi, I am Nas Daily. Yes, you heard it right. I am Nas Daily. And I want to tell you something. That I am very sad right now. Yes, this is my saddest face.
Kasi ito yung pagkatapos ng apology ni Nas Daily. Pero parang hindi naman sincere yung apology niya. Like, naramdaman natin halos lahat. Like, masyado siyang maraming paliwanag. Which is okay naman, naiintindihan ko naman na maganda din na sabihin niya kung anong side niya. Pero sana napansin niya kung ano ba talaga yung pinaka-issue tungkol sa tungkol sa ginawa niya. Kasi parang hindi niya alam kung ano yung pinaka-bagay, pinaka-dahilan kung bakit nagalit ang mga tao sa kanya. At kung bakit hindi katanggap-tanggap yung apology niya. So, tingnan natin ito mga kakampi.
Meaning I am so depressed that my followers
are
have been
declining.
declining because a
Whole country is against me.
And did you know what country is that? That is the Philippines. Philippines. How can you
Peg niya
forgive
talaga
me?
yung ano.
I know. I know. I will just say adobo. And
Adobo.
I think you can forgive me. And I will just put Philippines in my title so you will forgive me. And
there you have it. That's
you forgave me in just 1 minute.
Oh, comedy gold. Ito mga kakampi si James Karaan. So, kung gusto niyo ng content niya, yun, panoorin niyo siya. And I think mayroon siyang iba pang video tungkol dyan.
Bash Academy.
Bash Academy. Yan yung ano ni James Karaan. Ako ay laging nagpapunas daily. Ayos. Oo nga, kakampi, sabi nila, nakakainip ako. Anak ng adobo yan. Okay, mga kakampi. So, we'll switch over to some of the other ones. By the way, isa din sa mga pag-asa ko ay mapapanood din ninyo yung mga channels ng mga ipang gumawa ng mga, anong tawag nun? Parodies nila. Okay. So, I think isa din sa mga dahilan kung bakit sobrang maganda ito is criticism seems to be something, napansin ko lang, na karamihan sa mga Pinoy medyo nahihirapan, or kahit sinumang tao siguro sa mundo, nahihirapan kung minsan na tanggapin ang criticism na makakatulong sa kanila. And so we see that this criticism isn't coming from a place of rudeness. It's not coming from a place of bashing. It's coming from a place of trying to get across a message and to teach a lesson. Kaya sobrang ganda naman ng mga ganitong parodies. So let's not just write them off as being something like stupid or chismis lang. You know, like they have a point. May laman naman ito, may mga mensahe. Right there, he was commenting on how Nas Daily's apology really didn't seem that sincere. Diba, mga kakampi? So may mas malalim na mensahe kahit nakakatawa. Okay, so patuloy tayo. Oh, sorry, I meant boring ang evening ko today. Alam ko, kakampi, hindi mo naman ako ini-insulto. Pero kanina may ginawa akong post na medyo ganyan kasi ang nangyayari. Like yung value ng videos ko, kahit may maganda akong sasabihin, hindi masyado pinahahalagahan o pinapansin. You know, samantalang may mga ibang content na talagang hindi naman makabuluhan but sikat at patok, di ba? So
it's the delivery siguro.
It could be the delivery, but anyway,
We'll talk about it.
I'll talk about it. Hindi sa vlog na ito. I actually asked you guys sa isang video, sa isang poll kung ano bang magiging reaction nyo kung gagawa ako ng video kung saan sasabihin ko or ilalabas ko ang mga ilan bagay na napansin ko tungkol sa Pilipinas, tungkol sa YouTube sa Pilipinas na ikinagagalit ko. You know, it's all, yeah, I don't think it's just in the delivery. I think it's also in what people are open to or what people care about.
That's what's presented to them. Like kung pinipresent ay fun, mindless video content lang.
Yeah.
That's what people are going to consume.
Maybe that's because the algorithm favors it more,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll talk about that in more depth probably tomorrow, mga kakampi. Kaya abangan ninyo yan. Sampalin ninyo ang kampana at subscribe at like para makikita nyo yung darating na mga videos. Okay, here we go. Ito. I mean, tingnan natin ito, mga kakampi. Just as an example, are there other YouTubers who are shouting out smaller creators, smaller Filipino creators who are creating good content? Wala, di ba? So, it's like, tingnan nyo, mga kakampi, kakamping nga ako, and these other people, sometimes they just say the flowery words, but they don't really give a shit, honestly. Sorry, but that's the truth. So, okay, let's go. Let's watch this. This one comes from Blue Sky Fist, and it's called The Man with No Debt, and it's Nas Daily. Okay, let's do it.
This guy is a son of a and he became rich.
This guy is a son of a
a computer, a car.
He has a computer, a car, and a house.
How he achieved this is by not
Paying his utang. What I love about this is it works on so many levels. Like, mautak talaga ito kasi it's a commentary about consumerism of the upper middle class, and how a lot of these people really aren't that rich. You think that they're rich, but they are not. Mayaman lang sa utang. And masasabi ko yan tungkol sa US. Like, halimbawa, ako, siguro akala ng karamihan na mayaman ako, basta puti ako, basta foreigner ako, basta taga-US ako, at yun, mayaman agad ang iniisip ng tao or inaakala nila. Pero maiyak din kayo tulad sa akin sa kalungkutan kung nakita nyo yung bank account ko. Okay, so like let's be real about this. So anyway, that's one of the messages of this. But it's also taking Nas Daily, what he is saying, and we can also apply that to the critique about what he's doing. So what's great about this is it's not just about critiquing Nas Daily. It's about taking on other things. You know, it's about tackling and discussing other things. So let me go ahead and clarify that. Mayaman ba ako? If we talk about the fact that I have no, it's okay. I'm just got to address this really quick. If we talk about the fact that I have a father who can support me, then yeah, mayaman ako. Pero if we're talking about the money that I myself am making, hell no. Hindi ako mayaman at stressed ako. Nakikita nyo, marami akong puti sa balbas ko. Baka makakalbo naman ako by a certain time. Like I'm effing stressed, mga kakampi, kung totoosin. So let's keep going.
Hi, I'm Alvito Utangero. I don't owe anybody.
Anyone?
I don't pay debt.
See,
but I do
nagsisinungaling
acting,
siya.
and I am rich.
Nagsisinungaling siya.
with no money
Ako,
and no desire
hindi
to
nagsisinungaling.
work. One
No
day,
desire to
he
work.
thought about borrowing money. He borrowed from friends.
Yes. See, my moral talaga
He
ito.
borrowed from old ladies.
From
Even
old
borrowed
ladies.
from kids.
Even borrowed from kids.
He did everything from begging to kneeling just to
Masasabi din natin yun tungkol sa Pinoy baiters,
how he
tungkol sa
turned
poverty
his life
porn.
around.
Yeah.
That side is, he doesn't intend to pay anyone back. Even after they pick him 6 months after he borrowed the money, he doesn't.
Isipin natin din yung mga poverty porn and yung mga Pinoy baiting. Binabayaran, like gaano kalaki ba yung isina sa uli or binabawi nila sa Pilipinas? Tama ba ang sinasabi ko? Like, how are they giving back to the Philippines? Because we could say, oh,
Babalik.
yeah, so paano nila ibinabalik yung kabaitan na ipinakita sa kanila sa pamamagitan ng kanilang mga videos? Are they paying one person off one at a time? Buisit, walang uunad pag ganon. That's very short-term thinking. Okay, we're kind of jumping in, but I guess it's on topic. I didn't expect it to be on topic with this video, but it kind of is. You know, like, just isipin natin kung ano ba yung tunay na bagay na pagbibigay, giving back to the community. It's not about giving money back. It's not about giving compliments to the country. What it is about, like, meaningless compliments to the country. What it's really about is helping people to actually succeed for themselves. Kumbaga, self-reliance. And that is not gained through watching isang nakakaantig na video kung saan binigyan ng isang maralita or mahirap or palubi ng pera, kundi sa pamamagitan ng kaalaman kung paanong baguhin yung sitwasyon. Okay, so it's like these videos, okay, yeah, they're educational. Maybe they're not fun enough. Maybe they're not fun enough for people. Pero, puti ang ina ko, mga kakampi, sobrang halaga ng mga ganyan uri ng vlogs na may critical thinking, na makabuluhan. Okay, so I'm getting kind of close to what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow, so I'll stop there.
Pay anyone back. And he crosses out the utang if you borrow like a couple from him.
Para magaslight ka.
Became rich. So if you know where this guy is living, tell me where he is, and I want to kick his ass. Nababanas ako.
Nababanas ako. Look, he even ginaya-gaya niya yung kengkoy na accent ng mga foreigners para masasabi niya, like, I feel like may pahiwatig din yan that, hey, like, yeah, people are kind of taking advantage of a hunger for validation. You know, they're succeeding, they're becoming incredible, pero wala silang utang na loob or kulang talaga sa utang na loob. Yeah, dapat normal porn nga. Kakampi ikaw talaga. Sana hindi na madidemonetize. Okay, mga kikampi. So yan, si Blue Fist Sky. Okay? Let's see here. Go ahead, mga kikampi. Subscribe sa kanya. Blue Sky Fist. Blue Sky Fist. Ito, mga kikampi. Mag-subscribe kayo sa kanya. Yung link sa kanyang channel nasa baba naman. So, yeah. Check this one out, mga kikampi. Maganda siya. Okay, let's check out the other video. Now, this one is from, yun, JCTV, 414 subscribers. He released this on April 29th. Interesting. So this was bago man nangyari yung mga controversy. So let's go ahead and check this out.
Hey Jace, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video, it's vlog number 12. We're going to do a parody of
Okay,
Nas
cool.
Daily.
Let's do it. I'm gonna go ahead and just skip ahead. Actually, let's go ahead and watch.
To like rebrand.
Okay, he's
my
just
channel.
talking about rebranding his channel. That's it. So he's trying to figure it out too. But let's see here. Ano ba talaga yung mensahe niya? Tingnan natin, mga kikampi.
But for my entire life, I've already watched many of his videos, and without knowing, he became an online teacher.
Yeah.
of me.
Well,
That
that's
shows
good. That's
his
valuable.
experience, and by inspiring and motivating all of us by the
Okay,
1 minute
so gusto naman niya si Nas Daily. This was before all of this controversy stuff. I wonder what he would think about this whole controversy now if we were to ask him. But let's go ahead and give a watch to what he's got.
This guy beside me is Boy. I am Boy. And yes, that is my name here in the Philippines. Knocking is not a thing here in the Philippines. If you try to enter someone else's property, they shout, "Tao po," instead. Tao po.
Okay, I see where this
Tao
is
po.
going. So ang maganda dito ay itinuturo ang mga bagay na ito sa mga ibang tao na sana kung naunawaan nila ang Tagalog, malalaman nila, mas maunawaan nila ang kulturang Pinoy. Because I think that Nas Daily could really use that kasi parang hindi niya naiintindihan kung bakit mali siya tungkol sa Whang Od issue. Parang mas sinubukan niyang sisihin ng mga ibang tao, which mas lalo tayo nagigalit at naaasar dahil sa mga ganoon bagay, di ba? So let's go ahead and continue. I think he could have really used a video like this to educate him about what sorts of things are considered important and polite sa Pilipinas.
Shower is not a thing here in the Philippines, so they have this majestic thing called tub. Sometimes we play with this and even put it in our heads until it turns out.
So he's teaching about
Aside
Filipino
from
culture.
that, Filipinos has the most powerful body. They can pick things
Nice.
with their toes and give directions by pounding their lips.
Boy, nasa yung wallet ko! Ah, okay.
Wow, ice cream. No, check it again. It's meat. Filipino use ice cream containers as new Tupperware. Munta tapon, uy, pwede pala lagyan ng fish. Filipinos has the best part.
Oh, whoops.
But don't come too early. Follow the Filipino time. Sorry, I came late.
Filipino
Ikaw
time.
yung pinakauna eh. Pag sinabi ko 9, dapat dumating ka ng 11. Haven't heard of Filipino time? Last but not the least, the Filipino attitude. Being hospitable is very natural here in this country. Great accommodation, yummy foods, and borrowing their clothes all for free. Hoy, may bisita ko.
Okay. My commentary ako doon kasi maaring i-exploit yan ng mga tao, ng mga foreigners, ng mga ibang tao. So I think mahalaga din na pag-usapan din natin yun. Mamaya panoorin din natin yung short 1-minute clip ni Nas Daily mismo para mapatunayan ko ang punto ko.
That's I don't know how many minutes. See you tomorrow. So that is it for today's
Okay.
vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed watching.
Good stuff. Well, maraming salamat sa panonood dito sa kanyang channel. Ito si Nas Daily Parody, the Filipinos, Banaz Daily, which is JCTV. Check him out, mga kikampi. Nakakatuwa talaga. And last but not least, let's go ahead and watch. There are a couple others, but I couldn't, kung tutuusin, di ko naman nahanap. So we'll just have to watch them another time maybe. Maybe I could do a part 2 kung nagustuhan nyo ang video na ito. By the way, ulit, huwag kalimutan na sampalin ang like at sampalin ang kampana. Okay. Let's watch a video from Nas Daily himself. By the way, this was uploaded 3 months ago. Keep in mind, this is 3 months ago. How cheap is the Philippines? And, diba, Gail,
What?
naasar ka talaga sa video na ito, diba?
Yeah, yan yung pinakaunang video na napanood ko na ginawa ni Nas.
Aha.
So, 2014 ba yan? 2013?
Aha. Aha.
At pangit talaga yung first impression ko kasi
Bakit?
noon pa lang may issue na ako sa mga foreigners na nagsasabing cheap ang Philippines.
Yeah.
Kasi alam ko naman na gusto nilang i-promote yung
Uh-huh.
tourism, like visit the Philippines because it is cheap. Kaso
Uh-huh.
meron din siyang masamang effect, like tingin ng mga
Na-exploit ng tao.
Na-exploit na kaya lang nilang bayaran ng mababang halaga yung mga Pilipino tapos masaya na sila. Alam mo
Yeah.
yun?
Yeah, tama. Like,
Nagtitake advantage.
sana tataas yung economy ng Pilipinas para hindi ganyan kamura yung mga bagay. Like, it's an actual problem that things are cheap here in the Philippines. But that's something that Nas Daily is pretending is something that, like, he's encouraging other foreigners to come and take advantage of that fact. You know?
Money. I
Money.
don't like spending it. That's why I like the Philippines. It's very cheap.
By the
A
way,
full day
makikita natin this was probably made a few years ago, you know, because this was, diba, Gail?
Yeah.
Like it was made a few years ago, I think, before he got that big. But if we see the quality of his content now, the cameras, the sound quality, guess what? A big part of why he was able to umunlad is because of how successful his videos were here in the Philippines. And then that's the kind of video he's going to make. Do you get what I'm saying? It's kind of a slap in the face if you really think about it. All right.
Tour at this island will cost you $20 and maybe $25 for this one. A haircut for $17 in Hong Kong. Here you can get it for $1. An
See,
Uber ride
tingnan
for
nyo.
1 hour
He's
will-
comparing a place like Hong Kong, which Hong Kong has a lot of similarities to Singapore, which is a place he absolutely loves. Is it cheap there? Is that why he loves it there? Probably not, right? He loves it because of like certain like quality things or whatever that he can get. So he's basically exploiting in this. I'm not saying that that is his intention, pero makikita nga natin na may masamang epekto talaga ito. The point is, does he understand? Does he come from a place where he understands what kinds of effects these things can have on people? Or is he just creating content so that he can get views? Ito nga ang isa pa sa mga tatalakay natin bukas. Mahalaga lang ba na nakika-entertain yung video? Or dapat pa rin may matutunan or may punto? Because if it's only about the entertainment and if it's only about the views for the creator, they don't care about helping you in the long run. They just care about helping themselves in the short term. And I don't know, people's intentions can change. Siguro mas magugustuhan nila sa future na matulungan ng Philippines. But they've already made something that is so damaging. He can't take that video back. The best he can do is delete it. But what's the chances that some well-meaning Filipino already took that video and would just re-upload it? Diba? Without realizing that this has a negative impact on the economy of the Philippines. Not just the economy itself, but also the YouTube economy. That's the kind of content that's going to be pushed in the algorithm to people. Is the BS. That's what it is. The BS that encourages people to exploit the Philippines. Ganyan nga yan.
Costs you $3. Welcome to the Philippines. A romantic date for 2 will set you back $15. Now, you're not gonna go on a date, island hop, and get a haircut every single day. But what I think you might like to do is drink. It's so cheap in the Philippines.
Which,
that
by the way,
this bottle of rum costs $1.10. For that price, I can buy 30 bottles to get the.
I am a big fan of that as well. Yan ang isa sa mga gustong-gusto ko. But I have theories why it's so low. And well, we'll talk about those theories in another video in the future. So ulit mga kikampi, kung nakaka-intriga ang mga ganyan content, kung hindi pa kayo subscribed, please sampalin ninyo ang subscribe button na yun. I have a lot of interesting contents, you know, getting that I'm preparing for. Okay, and it's all kind of connected, weirdly enough. So it's like a huge series almost, but it's not going to be in your face connected. But if you really look at it and think of it, like my interconnectedness, yung mga videos ko, trust me, like it's a sort of Inception thing that you can try out.
A whole village drunk for the price of 2 cocktails in New York City. Enjoy. And the best part is that while you drink your cheap drinks, you can make friends with locals because they all speak English in here.
Nope. Wrong. Strongly disagree. Tapos kinuha niya yung mga tao sa, I guess, meet and greet para sa ipasabi niya sa kanya na, hey, Okay, yeah, sige, that's been 1 minute. You know, it gets people excited and they forget to analyze whether what he's saying, the message he's giving, is actually a good one, if it's actually a healthy message. Tulad ng sinabi niya, everyone here speaks English. Alam nyo, isang bagay din tungkol kay Nas Daily. Gusto niya na yung buong mundo ay iisa lang ang wika. Which I can understand, pero tandaan natin, katatapos lang ng buwan ng mga wika ng Pilipinas at sobrang mahalaga na hindi makakalimutan ang wika ng tao. At kung minsan yan ang nangyayari kasi mas pinapauna ang English, mas pinapahalagahan ang English kaysa Tagalog o anuman katutubong wika dito sa Pilipinas. Pero mas pinapahalagahan nga ng mga tao yung mga English speakers, di ba? Kung marunong siyang mag-English, matalino yan. Di ba? There's something problematic about that. Kung hindi nyo pa nakikita kung bakit yan problematic yon, basta ulit, talakayin natin ito. We will be talking about it in depth. It's not a good thing. It's not a good reason. So, yun. Overall, mga kikampi, yan nga ang punto ko. We should be wanting, diba, yun, love the way you protect our island. I mean, para sa akin, this is simple ethics. Diba? This is simple ethics. Yung mga tao na pumapunta dito, may investment ba talaga sila sa Pilipinas? Gusto ba nilang umunlad ang Pilipinas? O pumunta lang sila dito para sila ang makikinabang at yung mga Pinoy mismo ay hindi? Yun. Yan ang isa sa mga bagay na pag-uusapan natin. Shoutout naman sa lahat ng mga tao na nanonood dito. Maraming salamat mga kikampi. And by the way, andito si kikamping Jerry Singh TV Reacts. Please kikampi, mga kikampi, go ahead, subscribe to his channel. He's got a lot of really beautiful things to say. Isa din siyang Filipino. Masasabi kong Filipino siya. Isa siyang Indian, Punjabi Indian na lumaki dito sa Pilipinas, buhat ng kamusmusan niya. So ipinanganak siya dito. And napakagaling niyang magtagalog at napakagaling din ng kanyang utak. So I think it's so important, mga kikampi, that we're supporting the people who are actually giving value and something that can actually help people progress. Maraming salamat kikampi Joseph. So tingnan din natin to. Hindi uunlad ang Pilipinas dahil maraming kurakot sa government. I can't, so kikampi, konti lang ang masasabi ko tungkol doon, just out of respect, to not get too political or whatever. But I will say this, kikampi, may punto ka, but there's a lot of other things that contribute to that bukod sa corruption ng mga government officials. Mayroon din mga tao na, di ba, mga tao na mga constituents ng mga leaders, di ba? And it's the job of a person to really think critically so that they don't vote in the wrong person, that they don't vote in people who are corrupt. You know, so it's not just for the politicians and the government to fix all these problems. We have to be responsible citizens too. We have to think. Let's see here. Yung mga bata tinuturuan mag-English tapos hirap na mag-Tagalog. Yeah, I mean, may issue talaga yan. And it's two main concepts na pwede natin talakayin ito. We can talk about it from the framework of economics and job opportunities, or we can talk about it from the point of post-colonialism. And I think post-colonialism is much more relevant to what we need to be discussing, mga kikampi. English is just a language. not knowledge. And I will say this. Okay naman kung may mga kaalaman ka na mga iba't ibang wika. Like, oo, uri yan ng intelligence, pero hindi lang yan yung bagay na masasabi mong intelligent ka na dahil marunong kang mag-English. No. Kung ganun nga, walang bobo sa USA. Pangako ko mga kakampi, maraming bobo sa USA. Okay? Maraming hindi marunong mag-critical thinking. Maraming tao na naging racist sila dahil akala nila na matalino sila at magaling pa sila kaysa mga ibang lahi. Pero kung tutuusin, that's a logical fallacy to begin with. So that already proves na may issue sila sa pag-iisip. They're not thinking clearly. They're not thinking smart. Let's see here. Iba na kasi genre ngayon, sobrang laki na effect ng social media. Yeah, exactly. So bakit hindi natin gagamitin yung social media sa paraan na marami pa tayong matututunan para mapapalad tayo? Wasn't that why technology was invented? So that it could cause us to prosper? So that it could cause us to advance? Diba? So gamitin natin sa tama. Isa siyang kasangkapan. Tool? Sangkap. Mga kakampi, is my Tagalog correct? Gail is just looking at me. She's not answering me. Kasangkapan. Tool, right? Okay, whatever. So, yeah, it's a tool. So let's use that tool well. Let's use it so that we can advance our lives. And yeah, kasangkapan. Okay, I was right. Cool. Matagal hindi ko ginamit ang salitang yun. So yeah, so that's why intelligence and things matter so much. And yeah, there's maraming iba't ibang klase ng intelligence. So let's use whatever levels of intelligence we have and focus on those at gamitin natin ng mga yun para makaunlad tayo. And I think that YouTube is a great place for that, where you can find these passions, you can find these things para ikaw din makakaunlad. Or for instance, ako, film buff ako. Mahilig talaga ako sa film. Kahit tanungin mo si Gail, ang sasabihin niya, sobrang madaldal ako habang nanonood kami ng isang pelikula dahil gusto kong ipakita sa kanya or iparating sa kanya kung gaano kaganda or kung gaano ka lalim or ka intelligent yung filmmaking. I get really excited about the way the camera moves, about the color grading, the music, the sound effects, at kung paano ito ay naglalingkod lang sa mas malaking mensahe at kwento. It's a beautiful thing. But anyway, that applies to everything in life. How do we apply the things that we are learning? Salumpuit. Oo, tama. Salumpuit. Yung upuan. Yung inuupuan ko. Yeah, sangkap is used for recipes. Thanks, kakampi. Anyway, yan nga mga kakampi. Let's see here. Ang kasangkapan na ito ay nakikaunlad. Also checks. What? Let's see here. Also checks, like it's also tama. Okay. As viewers of YouTube, we have choice in people that we want to watch on YouTube. Make intelligent choices. Tama kakampi. Kaya may mga nagsasabi kung minsan, naalala ko nung gumawa ko ng video tungkol kay makagago at tungkol sa mga Pinoy baiting. Marami akong video tungkol sa gano'n. Yung pagsusuri tungkol sa mga ganyan. Kahit tungkol kay Easy Mill. At isa sa mga sinasabi ko ay wag natin itong ipagbawal kung gusto ng tao na ganyan ang gagawin nila at gusto silang panoorin ng tao, okay, whatever. Pero ang mahalaga, isa-isip natin yung ethics ng ginagawa nila. Isip natin kung ano ba yung behind the scenes. Kung anong mensahe na mas malalim kaysa camera. Kaysa mga sinasabi. Right? If we do that, then tayo mismo ang magbabago kung anong klase ng content ang papanorin natin. Kasi we will then notice the value. The funny thing is content like Attorney Libayan, content like Doc Adam, content like mine, content like Doc Alvin, kahit si Jerry Singh, you know, I mean, bago pa lang siya, but these creators who have been here for a long time and sometimes don't get the views or whatever, or the spread that they probably should be getting. That's happening because people choose mababaw content muna and walang saysay na content muna. It's okay kung gusto nyo na ma-entertain, but if you can just somehow fit it all together, diba? Like, well, I don't know, maybe there will come a time that you'll be like, oh, actually, hindi talaga maganda yung ginagawa nila, so bakit ko papanorin? Mas maganda yan kaysa makaroon ng batas na, oh, hindi pwede ito, bawal yan. Because then that takes away our freedom. That takes away our ability to think and our ability to choose. Yun. Hey, Kakamping Highlander. Kung magbabasa kayo ng talahuluganan Pilipino, hanapin niyo yung 1970s pababa. Magugulat kayo sa mga salita na madalang nagamitin ngayon. Let's see here. One of these things I noticed is bakit mga makabuluhan ng content mababa ang subs nila or views, pwedeng views. Para sa akin, 86,000 subscribers ako. Okay, I mean, goods na ako. Like, let's just get me an average of 30,000 views a video. That's all. Like, okay na ako pag ganun. I would much rather have views at this point than just senseless subscriptions of people who don't really care about watching me other than the fact that they're like, oh, ang cute, puti siya, marunong magtagalog, and then wala na silang ibang iniisip, kundi yan lang. You know, like I want people to watch this content and to digest it and to really think about it and sit on it, let it go, like think about it, process it, you know, and you'll find that this is worth a lot more than what I'm actually being like compensated for. One of the things I noticed is kung bakit yung mga makabuluhan ang content mababa ang subs nila, whereas yung mga walang masyadong sense ang content gets millions of subs and followers. Yeah, tama. Nagbabago kasi ang kaso ang wika. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay if languages is changing and stuff. That's just natural. We adapt to the times. But to say that English is better than Tagalog, Cebuano, Ilocano, Hiligaynon, Kapampangan, I mean, those things are kalapastanganan sa tingin ko. It should not be in the vocabulary. It should not even be in the thought process of a Filipino na English is superior to other katatubong wika ng Pilipinas. That should not be in the vocabulary of Filipinos or even people. The foreigners should not be saying, ayos, marunong mag-English, magiging tamad na lang ako. No, that should not be the case. Sila nang makibagay. Trust me, mga kikampi, may mga dahilan kung bakit ganun. It's colonization, okay? That's not something we should continue to uphold. Let's see here. Kahit sa ibang language, iba yung old versions nila. Yes, tama. Basta me, I am watching from start to finish. Maraming salamat kay Kamping Ryan. Matagal siyang kikampi dito. Mga 2 or 3 taon na. One of the very first. Nowadays, people don't care a good content. Instead, they watch content that is useless. Yeah, it does. It happens. And like ako, pinakihirapan ko talaga yung edits ko. They take me hours, several hours, sometimes up to over a day of me just on my phone editing here, my phone crashes, my phone breaks, it gets overheated, it's stressful, it's a struggle, but I do it because I believe in creating mindful and solid and entertaining, relevant content. But if that's not going to get viewed, but a video where somebody is sitting down and literally just eating, like not talking to anybody, and there's people with them and they all feel awkward, naasiwa sila, oh, bakit nailang, like, bakit pinifilm tayo? You know, like what I mean? Like, pinifilm kami, like, why is that happening? And then it's a 45-minute long video, and then people watch it and they get a ton of views from that. Why? Yeah, why should I work hard anymore? Because I care. Do they care to put in the effort? Do they? Kaya nga, are they learning Tagalog? Are they learning Cebuano? Are they learning the language? Are foreigners learning the language of where they're going? Are they putting in the effort? Kung ang sagot ay hindi, kahit well-meaning sila, kahit si Nas Daily, mangyayari at mangyayari, babastusin nila ang kulturang Pilipino. It's just going to happen. It will.
Question.
Yes.
Paano yung mga Pilipinong content creator na nag-reflex lang, nagpapakute?
Yeah, it's stupid too. It's very damaging because it only benefits them. It doesn't benefit the audience. It doesn't benefit people to like become better. They're the ones benefiting, not everyone else. The content I'm trying to create, the content Attorney Libayan is trying to create, all the ones that I mentioned, they're trying, Nico David, they're trying to create a space where we as creators are successful, but also the audience is successful and grows and gets something from it, gets some sort of value beyond just simple entertainment. Diba? Kalukuhan. Yeah, it can be kalukuhan, but I like the word, specifically I like the word kalapastanganan because it's a funny word. Yeah. Nakikipagpabagabag. You see, if the foreigner cannot do that, like on the drop of a dime, they're not, they don't care. Like, nakikipagpabagabag. Diba? Like, okay, let's go here. By the way, that's a joke. That specifically is a joke. That's a freaking hard thing to pronounce, even for some Filipinos. So, less brain cells kailangan sa mga YouTube videos na walang sense. Maaring likas lang sa mga Pinoy ang pagiging chismoso at chismosa, kaya gusto mga scandal at mga usyosong ng mga buhay-buhay. And you know what? Para sa akin, kakampi, like, you can talk about those things, diba? We talk about those things on our channels. Sometimes people are like, may paratang sila, chismis yan. No, it's not chismis because it's actually taking a scenario that everybody is already talking about at naglalagay ng halaga, ng matutunan, ng aral na mapulot, diba? So it's like worth it. If it's public, then of course people are going to talk about it. That's just natural. Pero sana, the way they're talking about it is with critical thinking and not just for the sake of thinking they're cooler or better than someone. Kagaya ng, and maybe even the people who are being chismissed about can improve as well. Diba? Kagaya ng kumain lang ng isang strawberry, million ng views and subscribers, while yung artist na kayang mag-drawing ng life paintings, kakaunti lang yung views. Exactly, kakampi. Tama. Just going to read a couple more comments, mga kakampi, and then I will get going. But then we're going to talk again, mga kakampi. Hindi pa tayo tapos dito. I'm going to make a series that's going to be all-encompassing of a lot of different things. Kasi maraming beses na ako nagsalita tungkol sa Pinoy baiting from the perspective of foreigners and the people who are doing it are unethical. But this time, I'm going to talk about Pinoy's mismo. Kung ano ba dapat ginagawa nila sa halip ng tinetolerate lang nila yung mga bagay na hindi nakikatulong sa kanila. Diba? Like, these guys, if they don't care, and if there isn't ethics, why would you want to support that? So, okay. That's also because the current YouTube landscape favors quantity over quality. Kaya yung iba upload ng upload na lang kahit walang sense. That's true. Though I would say isang halimbawa kung saan sasabihin ko hindi yan totoo siguro is Kong TV. Kong TV can go like weeks or even months without posting something, and people will get really excited when he's back. I think ibang klase naman, like he's doing things right. It's entertainment, but it still is hindi naman walang say-say. Like it's positive entertainment that I think helps people actually grow, diba? Or kahit Paulol, or Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast makes videos. Sometimes he'll go almost a month without producing a video, pero sobrang ganda ng quality that people really are going to watch. And I think that, you know, people like him, they deserve it. They deserve it. May kasabihan nga, be the change you want to see in the world. Oo nga. So, wari, ako'y ganito magsalita. Ang mga Pilipino noon, sadyang kaya hirap unawain, masyadong formal. Parang ganun din ako noon. Like, kasi gusto ko talagang dire-diretso na Tagalog lang talaga. Ayaw ko ng mga Taglish or, diba, mga modern Tagalog like or Filipino. Gusto ko talaga na like yung yung makaluma talaga. Basic lang kasi sa dami ng mga problema sa buhay ng mga tao, pinapanood nila yung mga content na di sila ma-stress para makalimot sa daily problems. Exactly, Kakampi. Exactly. Isa din yan, part yan. Isa yan sa mga parts na tatalakayin natin. I understand there is a reason for it. There is a reason for it. There are psychological terms for it. There have been studies about this. You know? So, but something has to change. If it doesn't change, wala pa rin pera. Wala pa rin pag-unlad. But yes, we will give that the proper respect that it deserves. People are stressed, and they should be watching things that can help them to de-stress as well as learn, so that they could have a de-stressor that's the fishing rod and not just the fish. Diba? Yung mga pranks, poverty porn. I mean, pranks can be okay as long as they're not hurting anyone. But again, like, it's better if it has a message. I mean, not all entertaining content is bad. It's just ilugar natin, like, the amount of it. Like, let's space it out. Let's prioritize it a bit, right? Nice, naka-upload din ako. Oh, kumusta ka, Camping Linux? And lapastanganan is what Farah does to her patients. Oops. I agree with you on that, Kikampi. I agree with you on that. Sobra. Pwedeng tama ka po for entertainment, pero hindi lahat kaaya-aya entertainment, diba? Mayroong entertainment na may mapupulot ka na aral. Yeah, tama. You can do both. You can do both. And that's a challenge that we need, diba? Let's see this one. Actually, let's go with this. Sa isang creator sa US, yan ang content niya, yung basagin ang mga tae content. Tama naman kasi impact nito sa future. Yeah, exactly. Don't be hurry. Yung mga nagva-vlogger, kailangan natin maging tiyaga, wanting for a chance to increase our subscribers and followers. Yes, tama. Kinakailangan talaga ng tiyaga. And I think that a lot of people, they just want the instant success. Kaya sila gumagawa ng basura content. Diba? Pinoys love controversies rather than proper, meaningful. Well, okay, so mga kakampi, that's the reason why people like Batas Natin and myself use controversies to discuss deeper educational points, is because people love to talk about them. So of course we're going to use that as an opportunity to like infuse some education into that. Also misinformation. Hindi sila nag-research dyan ng Wikipedia, kaya dami fake news. Well, Wikipedia is actually, not all of it, but a lot of it is, it has it has people reviewing it to make sure that it's right. Like they have sources that they're citing, so it could have some genuinely good information in there too. That's one of the blessings of technology. That's why we need natin maging mapagmasid. Mahilig kasi mga Pinoy sa mga bagay na interesante. Yeah. Hindi ako nanonood na Kong TV, may problema ata ako. No, that's okay. Walang problema naman yan. I mean, you don't have to watch any of these people that are good. And you don't have to not watch people who are bad. It's just, diba, like, let's just take an extra minute to think about the content that we're consuming. Kung purong karne ang kinakain, kung purong maalat ang kinakain natin, pampalusog kaya yon? O makakaroon ba tayo ng strokes and high blood pressure and issues like that, high cholesterol, diba? So we should like be considering these things. Meme generations. Sorry, host, I'm not promoting this channel, pero ang gandang reference nito. Oh, Joey B. Tunes. Okay, you're not promoting. Are you trying to say na iba siya? I'll look it up later, mga kikampi. Example na lang, poverty porn. There have been lots of studies na it leads to exploitation, but these vloggers stubbornly fight for its survival. They are also destroying the image of this country. Sang-ayon ako talaga, kakampi. By the way, ulit, isipin nyo, samplein ninyo yung subscribe kay kakampi Jerry Singh TV Reacts. Maganda nga. 100%. Hell yeah. Got the Tagalog 100% in there. Wow, agree. Paulol content is good. Yeah, I'd say it is. He uses memes and does it in a way that a lot of people enjoy. Well, shoot. Mga kikampi, just so that you're aware, kailangan kong actually kami ni Gail, we have to do our live stream for our gaming channel, Puting Pinoy Plays. Kung interesado man kayo, magkita tayo doon, Puting Pinoy Plays. We have a live stream that we're going to be doing gaming-wise. So, abangan nyo na lang mga kakampi kung mahilig kayo or kung gusto nyo. I promise it'll be fun. It's a pretty funny game, and Gail is a bagong gamer si Gail. So, maganda talaga yung mga interactions namin sa mga live streams niyon. So, kakamping Hector, good night. Nasa Guam, OFW, 11:30. Na dito, na dyan. Salamat po sa mga hall sa Pilipinas. Maraming salamat din kay Kampi. Sana din kayo dito. I really am happy you watched. Buenas tardes. Yan, si Eman, yung linguist natin, yung mahilig sa mga wika. Siguro dapat bata pa lang na-educate na ng critical thinking ang mga new generation kasabay ng GMRC/values. Hindi ko alam yung GMRC, but I agree, Kikampi, we definitely should be teaching that to kids from a very young age. Kung minsan, the resources of education just aren't there, though. And even if they are there, we need reminders. Yeah, cunning linguist. Oo nga. You know, so anyway, yeah, maybe that's a reason why this is great supplemental material. So, anyway mga kakampi, maraming salamat sa panonood. Hanggang sa susunod. Mga kakampi. Yes, online games. So makikita tayo sa kabila. Puting Pinoy Plays. Let me go ahead and just put that in. Puting Pinoy Plays, and will be online in just a few minutes. So, okay mga kakampi, thank you so much sa panonood. Kung hindi nyo pa ginawa, huwag kalimutan na sampalin ang like at sampalin ang kampana. At shoutout ulit sa mga channels na pinanood natin. Yung channel ni the Blue Sky Fist and JCTV, and I forgot I forgot to mention the Asian Theory actually also has been speaking against this Pinoy baiting and been against these commentaries as well about, well, against the fact of, oh, the Philippines is cheap, you know. So anyway mga kakampi, ulit sa kabila na tayo, Puting Pinoy Plays. Up here mga kakampi. Whoosh!